What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning VasilyLomachenko. VasilyLomachenko, as you can see in this latest poster that he's posted on his social media, it says December, January, or February. I am waiting. And those words are in regards to Teofimo Lopez Jr., as Teofimo Lopez Sr. had dropped the ball after the awesome demonstration that Lomachenko put on to Nakatani this past weekend, and that surprised him and impressed him to the fact that he is really looking forward to a rematch with his son and VasilyLomachenko, because you guys can remember Nakatani gave Teofimo problems, okay? He gave him problems. He made him think. He made him hesitate. And he gave him definite resistance. Those are some of the things from Nakatani, which is durability and consistency, where he kept pressing Teofimo, okay? And he was a taller opponent. And taller opponents, especially when they're pressing and they're consistent and they're very, very forceful, like someone like Paul Williams, aggressive, okay? You know, when I think of tall fighters that are aggressive, I think of Paul Williams. You know, shouts out to him. And Nakatani's no exception, but with a twist because he's awkward, okay? See, he's one of those guys where you don't know these punches are coming until they come. So it's hard to anticipate that, especially a shoulder-rolling counterpuncher like Teofimo Lopez, where you anticipate punches coming from someone that's orthodox. That's probably why Maidana gave Floyd Mayweather some problems when they fought their 24 rounds of fighting. So back to Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a guy that everyone kind of brushed to the side. They thought he was that fallen king. They thought he was no different from Vasily Klitschko when he was beaten by Tyson Fury. But he showed people that he is still around for a reason, for a purpose, and he still has driven desire and durability and along with capability. Okay, I seen some great reflexes. I seen the skill still there, and I seen dedication from VasilyLomachenko. We know that he had a surgery injury. A lot of people doubted that. I don't think someone would go through all that just to prove that he didn't have an injury, me personally. And I think he looks good, you know, and most importantly, the common opponent, Nakatani, he was able to stop him. He was able to convince that referee to stop that fight. That was a beatdown that he gave him, and Nakatani didn't have an answer for it. He hit him with the left all night, the right, the straight left to the body. He did the dashes, the turns, the side steps. He did it all. So he looked like the vintage Lomachenko when it came to getting the job done, okay? And Teofimo Lopez Sr. really surprised me himself, because that was something that nobody expected, because normally, you know, the narrative has been like, hey, the ship is sailed with Lomachenko. We beat Lomachenko. We've done this to Lomachenko. There was no reason to fight Lomachenko. But now, since this demonstration, since this performance, we've seen a change of tune from the Lopez's. So, but back to this poster, I like it. I like the build-up. I always felt it should have been a second fight, and if it hadn't, it'd been no different than Floyd Mayweather skipping out on Oscar De La Hoya for the second time, or Canelo Alvarez skipping out on Erislandy Lara when close fights, or questionable fights, or controversial fights should be ran back. No ifs and buts about it. That's what should happen, and I'm glad that Teofimo's on a board, because we always knew that Bob Arum was on board with getting this fight done. But we now know that the Lopez's are definitely interested. The only thing now we have to worry about is the Gamboso fight, and we don't know because it's been delayed again. You know, and Lopez has had some questionable things. Maybe this is the answer. Okay, maybe the answer is, hey, how about this? How about we fight Lomachenko? Because, you know, this is already, well, this is June. So we'll see what happens with Gambosos. But December, January, and February is something definitely to look forward to. And you know it won't be in a bubble. That's the most, I think that's a different defining factor, because some fighters, like Arturo Gatti, they're charged and juvenated by the crowd. Okay, so in this instance, I think these two guys should be in front of a crowd for part 2. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of the poster of VasilyLomachenko saying that I am waiting. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.